Welcome back to Campus Eagles for the remainder of our 2021 school year. This is Assistant Principal Ms. Smith with a few reminders before campus opens back. Okay, of course, your principal is Susanna Baird. I'm the assistant principal. The counselor for A through L is Mrs. Friedman, and then the counselor for M through Z is Mrs. Shakiba. Now the bell schedule, you do want to make sure to pay attention to this, and you already got information on which cohort you're going to be in. So our first class that's on site, on campus, starts at 8:30. You want to arrive to campus by 8:15 if you do not need to do support, but you could arrive at 8 if you do need to go to support. And you will, when you leave your car, you're going directly to the classroom to wait for the class to start. We are not going to be hanging out in the hallways or around the campus. You go directly to class. For the afternoon, the first class starts at 12:30. Now, masks have to be worn at all times. This is not optional. Okay, so those of us not following the rules, you will need to go back to the virtual setting. Okay, we do have to abide by the social distancing guidelines. So, of course, you have to practice staying 6 feet apart like we've been doing for almost the past year. You do want to look at the signs and make sure you're following the correct way with the arrows, that you're walking in the right way, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And then the spacing, the dots help you stay 6 feet apart if you have to ever wait inside the hallway. Okay. Now, we will have a way that traffic moves inside the buildings, okay? Now, our exits are located at the ends of the building. So those stairwells that lead to the outside, that are on the end sides of the building, on the end of the F building, on the end of the E building. To get inside, our entrances are located at the middle of the building. So right here where you see the picture of the stairs, right here is an entrance, right over here is an entrance, over here where the door is behind the trees, that's an entrance, and that's an entrance. Now if you ever get confused, you have to look at the signs. We have signs everywhere so that you're following the traffic flow. So over here you can see some of the signs. Now, if you're standing on the outside of the door and you're looking at the top, it should say enter because you should be entering from that place. Or if you're inside the building, it'll say exit if you're going the correct way. Or maybe if you're not going the correct way, it'll say wrong way. So whatever you look at, that lets you know which way you should also be going in case you get confused. We also have some signs about where our classes are located, which ways. Now, over here, it lets us know that these few classes are to the right, but the traffic is moving, sorry, they're to the left and the traffic is moving to the left. So please make sure to follow the yellow arrows that are on the floor and the wall. Okay, tardy is in attendance. So your parents need to, they absolutely have to do Parent Square every single day. Okay, so to be on time every day and leave the house with enough time to check in and do your temperature check. Okay, so have a time that you know you're going to leave so that you're on time. You will get counted tardy if you are still trying to get your health check and you did not get here on time. Okay, if you need to submit a letter to the attendants, just have them email it to our attendance line like we've been doing all year. Here's the app. It is easier if your parent gets the Parent Square app to check you in. When you come in the line in the morning, you have to show that you have been checked in. So it's easiest if you do it on Parent Square so that they can show the app and show that they've already done the health screening, or you'll have to take a screenshot to show us, or you'll have to print it out. So having it on the app is just the easiest option, but it is an option. So it's up to you to choose. Okay, we are getting back to class. So dress code, it needs to be positive, distraction-free, safe for the educational environment. Okay, so we're going to cover the B's, boxers, bottoms, bellies, all of that. So make sure that you are appropriate for class. Toes and heels do need to be covered, so we're not wearing open toe shoes. We're not wearing shoes where you just slide them on and there's no strap in the back. We do need to make sure that we are safe at all times. And hats and hoods, please make sure to follow your teacher's rules inside the classroom. Okay, cell phones and electronics. So your cell phone should be off as soon as you are on campus, and it is not turning back on until the end of the school day. Same with the earpods, keep those away. If you lose those are really hard to find, and we are not responsible for finding your headphones or your earbuds either. Bicycles and skateboards. If you are walking or biking to school, you still have to have your parent do the health screening, and you need to show us that it's been done when we take your temperature and all of that. But you have to have a helmet, because that is part of the California Vehicle Code, that if you are on a bicycle or you are on a skateboard, you have to have a helmet. If you do not, we will be holding your item in the office until your parent or guardian comes to pick it up. If you're not feeling well, let your teacher know. Gather your belongings and head to the health office. Wear your mask always and check in with Mrs. Carter. But if you're not feeling well, you really should make sure you're not supposed to be coming to campus if you're not feeling well. We know that sometimes it starts where you don't feel well later on in the day, and that's what we're talking about here. So you should not be coming to school if you're not feeling well in the morning. Just hop into the virtual session at the end of the day, and that is okay. Okay, so be safe, be respectful, and be prepared, and we are super excited to have you back on campus.